I will walk you through how to use the desktop feature of the Promethean board software. The first thing you need to do, if you don't want to use the Promethean software flip chart, is you go over to your toolbox and you select this button. Once selected, what happens is you get a clear screen in front of your desktop. If you'd like to use your mouse, you select the arrow button. The pen for the Promethean board now works just as your mouse would. You can take the pen for the Promethean board and click on the X here to close off the dashboard. If you want to open the internet, you can do so as you normally would. Sometimes you may want to type using the pen for the Promethean board. In order to type, you will have to get the keyboard. If the keyboard is not featured in the toolbox over here on the right, you will need to go to this button, which is called the Desktop Tools button. When you click it, you will notice an icon that you can move around. If at any point in time you do not want this, you can just click up here and go back to your flip chart. If you want the keyboard, you will select the keyboard feature that says on-screen keyboard. If you'd like to, for example, search something, you can move the keyboard over, put your cursor where you want to type, go to your keyboard, and click on the letters you want to type. Be sure you click well, because it's hard to erase. This is the backspace button. This is the enter button. When you no longer want the keyboard, or if you want to move it or just get rid of it, you click on the X button. To go back to your flip chart, you will click this button, which resets return to flip charts. You now have your toolbox available on the right. You can still use the pen just as you would your mouse. Once on a website, if you would like to write on the website, you will need to select the pen, which is right under the arrow. You can change your color, and you can make the size of the pen different using the scroll bar or these dots. You write on the board, and it will not click on the website, it will just write on the website. To undo something, you can click this undo button, or you can use the eraser. You can also just scroll to a new clean screen by clicking the right arrow. I'll do those one more time. After you have written, if you would like to take that off, you can hit the undo button, or you can use the eraser, or you can go to a new screen. If you are using the eraser and it's not erasing well, you may need to change the size of it. Click on the eraser and move this bar right for bigger and left for smaller. Again, you can go to a new slide to get a clean screen. You will not be able to click on anything until you click back on the arrow, which is like your mouse button. Sometimes on a website, you might need to scroll up and down. For example, I can't see the bottom of this website. What you want to do is go over here and roll up the toolbox. I take my mouse and I go up to this up arrow and I click. Now I can access the scroll bar on the internet. To get your toolbox back, you click on the arrow again. Again, if you need to scroll up and down, you can roll the toolbox up, scroll up and down, and select the toolbox again. You can also move your desktop tools around if they're in your way. If they are moving, you may need to select the pin. Once you are all done, you can close out of everything as you normally would. You will notice that you can still click on the X. You'll have to go to the menu and go to File and hit Exit. It will ask you if you want to save your settings. If you want to save them, then click Yes. If you don't, then say No. I'm going to say Cancel so I don't stop my recording. If you have any questions, please let me know.